Hello, happy New Year. Hope you're well. 2023, let's go, right? Mortgage Minute update of the week. First one of 2023, first official video of 2023. We had a couple others to help benefit some real estate agents over the holidays and how to stay active. But guys, I want to talk about something pretty simple. We've heard about it a year ago. I did this almost the same video, but just kind of an updated refresher for those of you that are not familiar with the knowledge around the word portability exemption. A portability tax exemption is it's a necessity from a knowledge standpoint for you, the real estate agent, to know. You have to be able to coach, instruct, sell, encourage, your buyers around all things affordability. And when you have a home, when you have a property that's being sold, like a departing resident, someone's selling their home and they're buying another home, whether they're moving up or moving down in size or price, doesn't matter. If you're selling a home and moving into a new property, you're going to be eligible in Florida for a portability home exemption. Okay, portability exemption is just fancy talk for a carryover homestead exemption. So you're carrying over your homestead exemption from your old home to your new home. In fact, interesting note, if you didn't even sell a home, and you just own two homes and you're watching this, you can actually abandon your homestead exemption on one home and you can carry that over to the new property. Maybe the new property has a higher tax bill and you want to break on that compared to the other property. You can do that. It's called portability tax exemption. Go to the Hillsborough County Property Appraiser's website. You can click on exemptions. There's a nice frequently asked questions tutorial. They're going to show you a little guide like this. I don't know if you can see it. But basically, if you sell a home, you sell this home and you buy a bigger home, we're going to take what's called the market value and we're going to we're going to deduce what's called the assessed value. So if your market value minus your assessed value, that difference is what's called your portability carryover. That amount of money is in addition to your homestead exemption. So important. Know that your buyers have some light at the end of the tunnel. There's fear. They're scared. They just don't know if now's a good time to buy. They're concerned about the mortgage payment maybe being too high. They're concerned about the insurance premium being higher than they budgeted for. So any ammunition that we have as an industry, in an industry in this arena, to educate the buyer that, hey, here's one of a couple of things that might be able to be reduced at some point. Maybe it's the PMI removal, right? Maybe it's an insurance premium getting reduced after they get a new roof or something. But here's an easy one that's free. There's automatically entitled to it by living in a county in the state of Florida and having sold a home and bought a home within a 2-year period. If you can go back 2 tax years, if you sold a home in the past 2 tax years, you can use that property's carryover exemption. Contact your buyer at the time of speaking to your buyer. If you're going for a CMA, call the property appraiser's office before you get to the CMA and talk to the buyer, talk to the seller, I should say. Tell them, hey, I've already spoke with the Hillsborough County Property Appraiser's office. It appears you have a carryover tax exemption of approximately X. They'll tell you actually right down to the dollar. You have this carryover exemption. Imagine showing up to a CMA prepared with that information. No one's doing that, but you can, because now you know. So check out the Hillsborough County Property Appraiser's website. Provide another piece of affordability to a consumer who's purchasing a home, selling a home, but buying a home. Be that voice that's educating them on the opportunity that they can at some point reduce their payment through a few of these things, one of them being reducing the new property tax bill by the use of having a portability tax exemption. So I hope that was a good, quick lesson for those of you who are not familiar with it. Again, if you're not, it's a necessity, it's a requirement, it's a bare minimum conversation to have with any seller who wants to also purchase in your area or in the state of Florida, that they are eligible for this. Having that conversation is going to elevate you over the next person, I guarantee it, because they're likely not having that conversation. So good luck. If you need any questions answered on portability exemptions, please call me. Pretty familiar with it, and I can certainly point you in the right direction with how to get the math, how to get the information of how much savings they're going to have with the new tax bill on the new home. Just reach out to me. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care.